What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel once again, and welcome back to episode 6 of TSGG Gamepass Gold. In today's episode, we're going to be featuring the classic world builder Zoo Tycoon by Xbox Game Studios. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a little bit of a shortened version, as of course Zoo Tycoon doesn't really have a story or things like that. But as always, I hope you enjoy. If you do, leave a like and subscribe, and have an awesome week. Alright, so with that, let's get into TSGG's Game Pass Gold for Zoo Tycoon by Xbox Game Studios. As I mentioned before, this one is going to be a little bit shorter because of the fact that story, graphics, music are a little bit behind in this game, as it is one that is actually, it's been brought through the generations, but it hasn't been updated too much throughout. It's pretty much the same game as it's always been. So we're going to get into the other, the fun factor and emergence and the other categories that we do have with it. This video will probably only be about 5 minutes long, just because of the fact that this game is kind of a hobbyist game, I guess, a world builder. It's just, your real focus here is on finding animals or kind of creating a zoo that you enjoy. I guess it's kind of the zoo of your dreams. That's the whole point of this, creating money to further build your zoo. We did Viva Pinata a few weeks back, and that's a similar idea with a little bit more. That one has a few more mechanics and things along those lines. Sorry, just because of the way that game is designed. This one is built as a straight up world builder. The whole point is to gain money to build more enclosures and increase the size of your zoo. I chose this game this week because I actually was at a zoo this past weekend, and I figured, hey, why not? Let's throw it in there. It is on Game Pass, of course, as all these games are on Game Pass. But anyway, let's break into it, starting with Fun Factor and Emergence, which is really kind of the spot that this game is for. As I mentioned before, it's kind of a hobbyist game. Whenever you're kind of in between games or you don't have one that you're kind of sweating right now, go ahead and grab a game like this, Zoo Tycoon, where you can kind of lean back, relax, create some viewership, create some visitors to your zoo, and just kind of enjoy yourself. Like I said at the beginning, graphics and music are kind of secondary. The music in this one is actually quite repetitive as well, but it sets the mood for what it is. It's sort of zoo, I guess. I don't really know how to describe that. It's just what you picture when you think of like a zoo or a carnival. Cheerful, upbeat music like that, and the graphics are pretty pixelated, I guess is the best term for them. They're not the best, but this game, of course, isn't like a shooter or anything like that where it's supposed to be. This game is really just focused on building your zoo the way you want it, the designs that you want, and the animals that you want. It is a little bit of there is an economy in the game, of course, where the more people you get to come to your zoo, the more kind of the prices of your tickets matter and things like that. So it does have a few mechanics that are pretty enjoyable, and it's pretty realistic as far as the ticket prices and the prices for exhibits and things along those lines, so that if maybe you do one day want to own a zoo, or you've always wondered about the economics behind a zoo, there you go, that's perfect for you. But for the rest of us who don't think about those kind of things, this game really is just meant to kind of dive into it, build the zoo you want, build the animals you've always wanted. I mean, how often do you see online pictures of like pet baby tigers or things like that, and you're like, wow, that would be awesome, and then you don't really think about when the tiger's grown and things like that. So it's just really, the game is about building your zoo, having fun doing it, enjoying as more and more visitors come to your zoo, and the more and more money you make, and being able to upgrade that zoo. That's really the whole focus of the game. It's pretty enjoyable. You'll see it in the background. It's colorful, it's bright, and the music, of course, is cheerful. You won't hear that because lucky you get to hear my voice. But basically, that's what this game is. As far as story and replayability, I mentioned at the top, it doesn't really have a story. The whole purpose is just to kind of make your zoo successful and not go bankrupt in the actual attempt to do so. As far as replayability goes, though, this one actually it's kind of endless. You can always create new zoos in a different way that you want, with new attractions, with new kind of games, things along those lines, new places for merchandise, new kind of food and snack shops, things like that are in the placement of those, and just the pricing of those, all those things you can do in different playthroughs and do different ways. So it really, as far as replayability goes, does have quite a bit, just because there's no real set way to do it. There's no kind of, this is the perfect zoo and this is the perfect placement of all these items. I'm sure there is a way to kind of figure that out as you go through, but in order to do that, it will take some experience. So you do have the replayability factor there, and it just honestly, it just is what it is as far as a world builder. Most of them do have an economy, and they're pretty much all similar types. This one just has the added benefit of having the zoo animals and being able to actually go out and purchase things like elephants and tigers and really kind of stylize the zoo the way you want it to be. But that's all I've got for you. There's really only so many ways I can describe the game Zoo Tycoon. We've got a lot more coming for you in the future. I myself am going out of country, so I've created like 5 or 6 of these while I am gone for you all to enjoy. I hope you do. If not, let me know in the comments what you think, what you'd want to see next. I'm asking for all that information because I do want to give you guys things that you're enjoying or that you're looking out for. So if there's a game on Game Pass that you've seen coming up, I know we're doing Monster Hunter in the future because Iceborne comes out this summer. So if there's a game that you're thinking about or that you are looking for, let us know in the comments below. But as always, have an awesome week. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy. We'll see you next time.